Alright, this is Saturday night, May 18th, 2024. It's about 11:30. I didn't feel very well this morning and missed going down to the food share, helping actually hand out the food. That's when it's really rewarding, is when the people actually receive it. But I got a little bit of a second wind today, so I'm going to start on these cucumbers. Why does my second wind happen at 11 or 11:30 or 12 o'clock at night? Anyway, I've cut this up. This right here is all just one zucchini. This, I just washed it real well. I'm not going to do anything else. I've washed it and I've sliced it, and I'm not even going to half it or quarter it. I'm just going to, that one's a little bit thicker, so I may have problems with that later. I'm just going to stack them on the tray. And I forgot I had this tray rather than the like fruit leather, and I'm just going to fill these up. These, I'm not seasoning them or anything. I figure if zucchini does like cabbages with our farm share, I've never seen so many cabbages in my life. So I'm hoping this is going to be a good year for zucchini as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do these just like this, plain and simple, to get them going. And our next big farm share, I think, is next week. And hopefully I'll get some more. And I want to experiment with different things, making flavored or seasoned zucchini chips as potato chip replacements. And I can tell you already by looking at these, just with my naked eye, that I didn't slice them very well. I hand slice. So some of these, I guarantee you, will have to be flipped and stayed a little bit longer. But I'm going to finish cutting as many as will go on 6 trays. And then I'm going to stick them on. I'm going to put them on a little bit lower than what the recommended vegetable setting is. I don't know if that's going to be 120 or 125 or if it's even 130. But I like to... Darcy of Purposeful Pantry says if you'll do the temperature just a little bit lower, yes, it takes longer, but they won't get, they'll keep more of their nutrients, she says, and they won't necessarily darken or change colors like they sometimes do, not as badly. So I'm going to cut up 6 trays worth, however many that is, and I'm going to put them on. Alright, this batch is done. These are the zucchinis that I cut and made into little chips. See if that's in there. I can't even see. They're nice and dry and light, and I ate just to test them earlier. Well, they're not making a real big chip, but I did test some last night, and I did cut them really thin. I tasted some, and just plain. I did not put anything on these. I didn't put any seasonings. I didn't flavor them at all, and they are good just like this. Yeah. And I'm putting them in a half-gallon jar because I will be doing some more. And I'm probably going to do some shreds. I'm going to do that. Oh, that is so good. So I highly recommend, just like a lot of our ancestors did that had farms or gardens and they canned things or they froze things. Years ago they didn't have necessarily freezers, but between canning things and freezing things and now dehydrating things or freeze drying things, you prepare them and you set them aside, set them back during the season so that you have them during the off season. Or if you're like some of us that read the signs and understand that certain things are happening and going on around the world, around the planet, and especially around this country, I'd be getting you some food now. And I don't have a can. I'm not sure that I want to try canning at this point, even though the advantage to canning is in the event that you don't have as much water as you may need one day. Most of the canning stuff already has the liquids in it, right? Whether it's store-bought canned goods or homemade canned goods. And with this, unless you do like this and eat those as snacks or treats, you're going to need water to rehydrate them. But these can go in soups or stews. You can even ground them up into powders to enrich or flavor, add some nutrients to some other recipes. So there's that. And I may end the video after this, or I may wait and shred some and do them up and just add it on here. It's the same principle. And I did dehydrate these probably for a full 24 hours. But what I did do, I told you there's a lot of humidity in the air here. So I did them like for 10 or 12 hours. Then I cut them off, excuse me, to let them cool down completely so that they were as dry as they were going to be, and they just still seemed to be too leathery. So I put the temperature way down to 95, and then I just did them another, it may have been 10 hours, I don't know. I'm telling you, get off the thing. Your best success is get off the thing of, oh, this says they should be done in 6 hours. They're done when they're done. You'll be so much more pleased. I can't even tell you how many things I've thrown out because I thought I did it wrong because it wasn't done when they said it was supposed to be. So get you some food, people, and take advantage of the farm shares and the farm pantries, food pantries. God bless you.